forgot a fan. Jesus.
Well, it's okay.
Here it is.
Woo! The only one I could grab in time. Thanks, David. That's how today has been. It's fine. But, oli, oli, oli! Hola, Feminosas y maricones alike. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay. And I've got a lovely matcha milk tea today to keep me company while we talk about this lovely something premiere of La Más Draga season 7. I've also got on hand my cup mug, as always. LanaGCreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below, and we do ship domestically within North America and internationally, so there are no excuses. Go get your merch.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I am wearing my hometown queen, Crystal Method, her shirt, yep. And I'm excited to talk about this episode.
Yes. And hola, I am Eduardo, your Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and get hit. Girl, this episode was a mess, and I'm excited to talk about it.
A mess and a half and a quarter and another third. Like this, they said the seventh seal, we're going to start off messy. Messy boots. Shady little boots in the shade, in the words of Jade Essence Hall. I love it.
So we should start off messy too.
David, I don't think you want to go there today, because you know what happens when I get shady.
Mm-hmm.
I call Eduardo a demon twink.
Yay!
But no, we're very excited to be here, back talking about La Más Draga. I'm so excited to be here. We're just gonna dive into this episode, but before we do, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. We will be here all season talking about La Más Draga, el séptimo sello. Very excited for this season. So much to talk about. There's so much drag going on right now. So make sure you are subscribed. You hit the notification bell so you know when we're putting out all of our drag content. We've got 3 seasons of Drag Race currently. We've got La Más Draga and we've got Dragula Titans starting next week as well. So 5 drag programs for the next 2 weeks here on the channel. Oh boy, is it so much fun.
Yeah.
No, it's very exciting. I love drag. We've also got so much going on across the Cup Network, so make sure to check out all the links in the description below, including but not limited to our other channels, our Patreon, our audio podcast links, our social media links at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, and where you can follow the 3 of us. Our links are down in the description below as well, so check those out. But, baby, they said, oh, maybe we won't follow the trend of season 6, and we won't be messy, and we won't be, drama and hate and everything like that. And then we get about 45 minutes into this episode, and they said, hate.
Oh my God. Yeah, also, I've heard, there's rumors out there here in Mexico that it's gonna get worse. That it only gets worse. That, the reason why the producers took so long to release the season was because they weren't sure if they wanted to release it because of how mean some of the girls get. So it might get really bad. It might get really bad, which I think is funny because I believe Tulsa, this episode says, we're not going to be like last season. We're not going to be fighting. We're going to be nice to each other. And the reputation of the season is just absolute chaos, absolute disaster, fighting everywhere. So just get excited, y'all.
Well, I'm intrigued. Who's going to be the mean girl? Because I have a few suspects so far.
I mean, it feels like...
I feel like the better question, David, might be who's going to be the nice girl?
Nayla.
Nayla!
It's gonna be Nayla, Greta, and Calypso because they're introverts. There you go.
Yay. I want to start overall thoughts. I mean, there was a lot of drama, but overall thoughts. David, what did you think of the episode overall?
I mean, I enjoyed it personally. I thought it was interesting to start with lip syncs, which I, for the most part, thought were pretty good. It was nice to hear familiar songs. And I thought it was an interesting runway challenge because we have so many conceptual queens. And this kind of says, don't do something too conceptual. Let's see a straightforward look. And it was interesting to see how that challenge was tackled. But overall, I was highly entertained.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely have to agree. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. The moments in the dressing room were obviously very heavy and very a lot, especially when it's two of your fatings fighting against each other, specifically telling each other that they hate each other. So it's very unfortunate when that happens, and that happened to me unfortunately here. But I thought the challenge was very interesting, like the runway challenge. I have gone to Oaxaca to experience Agaragata, so it's always a fun experience to see that as well. But yeah, the lip syncs were fun. They were interesting. I thought this episode was really good. It's one of the, I would say, better premieres that I've seen in a little bit.
Yeah, I would say of the seasons we've watched, I think this is one of the more memorable premieres, obviously for a lot of reasons. I think this was a premiere that was clearly jam-packed with a lot that went on. And obviously I do love the tradition of course, no one goes home. And I do really like that. So we're kind of starting on the even playing field of no one gets eliminated. Everybody's getting 2 episodes to kind of show what they've got. And I do really appreciate that. And we'll talk about the twists and the turns. And I think the twistiness of this season already that we're seeing from this one episode is really going to bring something a little bit different to this 7th seal. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, I thought this episode was really fun. It was a dense episode, and that's not always a bad thing. It can be, but in this case, I think editing wise, La Más Draga editors, y'all did a really good job with editing this episode because there were the heavy moments, obviously, with the drama, and we'll talk more about it. But I think overall, there was a really good flow and a really good overall energy to this episode. And as a viewer, I really appreciated that because even in the drama moments, there was still good energy, and they brought some good levity to those moments. So I thought overall the episode flowed really well, even though it was literally a feature-length movie. Which David has plenty of experience with. Some of us don't, but but we start off with our classic everyone's in a giant cocoon curtain. And the girls are revealing themselves, introducing themselves, introductions are happening. They're finding out who all is actually here, who's doing their things. The big overall, oh my God, this girl is here, is Brighty. And I was like, okay. Not knowing a whole lot about the cast going in personally, I was like, I'm a little bit confused, at least at the start, as to why Brighty is the person people are a little bit stunned, pun intended, is here. And then later on in the episode, I realized why.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me, especially after having done so much research after we did the cast assessment. I went on a whole thing about watching people react to the auditions and talking about them, and knowing that Brighty's the newest one to drag, it makes sense why people are a little confused as to why she's here. She clearly has a lot of talent and she's clearly good at what she does, but I also understand that thing of are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? I'm not sure. I am curious to see how far Brighty makes it because there clearly is an inexperience there. So I don't know how to feel about her chances about like making it to the end.
I actually found her to be one of the most likable people in this episode, though. There was something so
No,
endearing
yes.
about her.
I agree completely, David. I
Yeah.
agree completely.
Fully underdog story here, absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm still like my biggest question, and I know I've brought this up in other seasons, but the logistics of them holding up those things for so long, like how does that actually work? Do they arrange them? Do they say like, okay, we need to know how long you can hold things up? The people who are best at it, we're gonna have them be revealed last. Like, is that
Like
what they
how
do?
long could Ricura hold up this
strong.
Apparently
curtain
long
cocoon
enough
for
to
so
be
long?
last.
Yes.
She's like Parvati
Apparently.
Shallow. Like she
Yeah.
Apparently, is Ricura Santana the Parvati Shallow of La Más Draga season 7?
Mhm.
She might
Confirmed?
be because she's
I guess.
skinny, she's small, but she could hold that thing up for a while.
Apparently.
No, I
Yeah.
seriously want to know, like, are they really not holding it up the whole time? Do they have breaks?
No,
Does
they're
everybody
definitely.
actually see who's there?
I believe, from what I understand, they do hold them up for the whole time because
Yeah.
several times throughout the seasons, when the girls drop it, they're like, my arms hurt. I am in so much pain right
Really?
now. Like, yes.
Yeah.
They're like, my arms are sore. I cannot move my arms anymore. I am in incredible pain. I hated this experience, but thank you for having me.
How
So,
long do we all think we could hold it up for? Like, what group would you want to be in?
Oh, I would want to be first.
I mean, yeah, obviously I would want to be first because, like, I don't want to work that hard. I
No.
do not want to work that hard. If I
Yeah, of
had to
course
be
you
last,
don't. Of course you don't, Eduardo.
yeah, obviously. Like, but like, I have surprisingly good endurance. Like, I could do wall
No.
sits and like planks for a while.
Oh, Demon Twink.
So, I think I could hold it up until the end if I had to, but I would not be the happiest little camper there.
You hear
Like,
that,
I
boys?
would.
Endurance. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. There too. That's also true in that scenario.
But you know, I will say overall, I think Brighty was someone that really stood out to me. But I have to say, the person that stood out to me the most, by far, and I might be fully obsessed with her, is Ricura Santana.
Yes,
I gotta be honest.
Yes. I was living for her.
Every single time she was on my screen, I said, baby, charisma.
Yeah.
Charisma out the ass. And a great ass too. Like, girl, I don't know what it is. Like, and clearly she's brand new to drag. She's 19. And
No,
I'm
she's
like,
not 19. She's not 19.
19. 19.
19 years of experience.
19 years of experience. I don't know how old she is actually. But
She refused to say
no, every single time she was on screen, I was like, girl, she is giving me everything I need. She is, for me, and like I always think of like the confessional girl for me every season on La Mas. Like for me on season 6, it was Kelly. I love. I still say de verdad in my everyday life. Still. Like, de verdad lives rent-free in my mind. And like on Solo Las Mas, for me, it was
Madison.
It was Madison.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's
for
the
me
dolls.
right now. Well, and I was gonna say, for me, it's Ricura and it's Deetox. It's the dolls. Like, I love the dolls. I love the dolls. What can I say?
I wonder if did any of you do the thing where, like, so it would show them, we would start getting like a confessional from them, but they wouldn't tell us right away who each of them were. Were any of you trying to figure out who each of them were?
Oh, absolutely.
I was. Some of them I could not guess at all.
Yes.
The big one that I could get was Ricura, but she was one of the last two, so that kind of helped.
But like when you see her, it's like obvious.
Yeah. It's like,
think-
oh, that's her face.
Deetox
Right.
is also obvious.
Detox,
there,
yes.
obviously.
Nayla was one of the more obvious ones for
Obvious
me.
ones.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Paty was an obvious one for me as well.
Yeah.
Yes, but
was
I knew
face
that it
shape
was
for
Paty
me.
because for me it's because I know that she's bald, which also
And
trend
old.
alert bald women, bald people are trending apparently.
I feel so seen.
Yeah,
I feel
there's, like-
so seen. Thank you, La Más Draga season 7. I feel so seen.
Also, can we
I'm gonna
talk about
have that card.
Nayla's fucking toupee?
Girl. Trend alert,
Oh,
bald and toupees, because like 3 of them have toupees this season. I'm like, y'all don't need it, but
yeah.
the
Also,
Moon was the one that
got-
I was most surprised
Who was?
by. Moon.
Who was?
Moon, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was like, oh,
I
that's
agree with
Moon?
that. Moon? The one I was most surprised by was Oslo, actually.
Mhm.
I was a little like, oh,
Yeah.
not in a bad way, but I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, work, bitch. And then Axelle. I was a little like, oh, you're adorable. You're a
Axelle is
little
adorable.
adorable
Oh, yeah, Axelle was a surprise.
menace. like, but no, I was doing the same thing, David. I loved it. I was like, ooh, who's who?
Yeah.
And
Also,
I kept.
Greta,
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say just very quickly, Greta is the most adorable furry I've ever seen. That's all I want.
Oh my god, I love Greta. I love
Yeah,
Greta.
Greta didn't look like how I expected. But Moon, I kept watching and I was like, who do you remind me of? Who do you remind me of? And then it finally clicked. I think her face in and out of drag reminds me a lot of Dragcephalus from
Yes.
Drag Race España. Like
Yeah.
very similar.
Yes. Yes. I definitely see that, especially out of drag. Especially out of drag. weirdly enough.
Well, it's the bald.
Well, she's not super bald. That's the thing. She
Right.
still has a little bit of hair, but like the face.
It's the bald effect and like the face. Yeah, there's bits and pieces definitely.
Yes.
But yes,
Also-
everybody is. Oh yes.
Can we talk about the obvious elephant in the room with the blue mouths that were happening? Like Axelle fully socked off a Smurf. What was going on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What?
like I was
So
like, what did you eat?
yeah, very like you could see Konny had a lollipop that it's very obviously that they gave them
Mhm.
lollipops. I believe they're literally called like pintalenguas, which translate to like tongue painters. So if I'm Axelle, I wouldn't have eaten that right before my confessional. But you know what? You do you, girl. You suck off that Smurf. You do you.
Period. You do your best, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But they all, introduce themselves. They get, their introductions that we don't hear from the producers. They have the same name and I don't remember it, and they talked about it.
Bruno and Carlos.
Bruno's?
The Brunos, yes. They get their introductions from the Brunos that we don't hear. And then we go into the new workspace, workroom, beauty creations, eleganza, extravaganza. Yes, God. Holy fuck. This is sickening.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Literally, the floor could make you sick. It's sickening.
Yeah, I can't
Like,
stare
I'm
at
dizzy.
it for too long or else I will get vertigo.
Yeah,
It's not for the vertigo at heart, and by vertigo at heart I mean me.
Yeah.
In
totally.
2 years worth of makeup? Wow.
Yeah, like it's so much makeup. And it's so funny that some of the girls are like, I finally have like actual brand makeup. I don't have to use like
Yay.
drugstore. I thought that was so cute. R.I.P. the Nick's Lounge. You will be missed.
Yeah, R.I.P. Nick's Lounge. But hey, Beauty Creations looks to be maybe better.
Yeah.
But it is at this point that we get Johnny. Yay!
A whoop jump
Hasn't changed a
scare.
bit.
Has not changed a bit. Has maybe gotten gayer. And we love him for it. But baby, Johnny, I love you. Why are you wearing a sensible sneaker with this sickening outfit?
I mean, I don't know what you expected. My girl Johnny doesn't know
Anything better.
My girl Johnny doesn't know how to dress herself. She like
You
does
are
not
in
know.
a sickening tulle coat, a corset, and sensible sneakers.
I mean,
Okay,
at least it's not
but
seasonal.
also send me the coat and the corset, Johnny. So I need it. Okay, thanks. Love you,
As I
Johnny.
said, at least it's not like season 1 where he wore that goddamn Cinderella
Oh,
dress.
don't
like,
even get me.
would,
I wasn't here for our season 1 coverage to yell at Johnny about that.
oh god.
I wasn't here for season 1 to yell at him about that. But anyway, yeah. But we find out that for the first challenge, we are doing La Más Draga. So we are presenting a look inspired by one of the 8 regions in the Mexican state of Oaxaca. How fun! How wonderful! How exciting! That's fabulous.
Do they do this with other like states?
No,
Just-
Oaxaca is very specifically the only like state that really does this kind of thing. There's other celebrations that happen throughout other states, but none are as big as La Guelaguetza. Like La Guelaguetza is the biggest one. It is the biggest folkloric event in Mexico, I would say, and I would even dare say one of the biggest one in the whole Latin America. Like it's
Cool.
very, very important. It's very big. As I've said before, I've gone to it. It's a really fun time. It's a great experience. It's just an absolute party, a huge parade of dancing, drinking, partying, just an absolute blast. So I was very happy to see that we were celebrating La Guelaguetza.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just random because I was like, well, what if Drag Race was like, okay, you all have to do like an Ohio look this week? Like, there's more method to the madness with this than just picking.
Not Ohio.
Out of all the states, why Ohio? Yeah, absolutely.
Of all the states, David, Ohio, it doesn't even exist.
Everyone just comes out dressed as corn.
Well,
it doesn't even exist.
Yeah, they're all just wearing. They're all just come out naked.
Pretty much, yeah. But yes, so I love that though. I love that we're taking that specifically and taking inspiration from that. I was very, very inspired by this this runway that was apparently not great, according to the judges, but we'll talk about it. But then, of course, we get Alexis Tres XXLs walking in to cause chaos. Because of course,
like she likes to do.
Chaos is already there.
Not to be confused with Caos Lescivia. She's causing chaos in the sense of the twisting and the turning of the season.
Oh, God.
And first, somebody gets an advantage.
Yes.
Because we get to find out who was the most voted from the auditions. And she gets an advantage. We don't know what the advantage is still.
No, we do.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, it's an immunity seal.
Well, okay, we know that it's immunity, but we don't really know other than its immunity, we don't really know what the immunity necessarily does.
No, we do. It happened. It's the same that happened last season, right? We've done immunity before.
Yes, because it was used by what's her name?
Alexis. Alexis used it and sent Purga home.
Okay, I didn't realize it was the same damn seal. Fuck you. This is why you should be hosting and not me. Anyway, Tulsa got the immunity seal. Moving on.
Yes.
Tulsa got the seal. Isn't
predictable.
it nice, David, that I'm not coming for you today?
It is, but it's also scary.
I love you, David. I love you, David. That's just in general. And Eduardo, you're whatever.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But yes, Tulsa gets the immunity seal. Yeah, I agree with you, David. Not surprising.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Not surprising. And then we find out that the second twist of this episode is the Big Ass Lipsync Duel.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah. Lip syncing.
Wonderful.
So much of it.
So much of it. And for once, finally, it's good. Because La Más Draga is not known for good lip syncs, but finally, they're good.
And we love to see it.
Yes.
We love to see it. So, everyone gets randomly assigned lip syncs.
Was it random?
I mean,
randomly assigned.
Like, they were obviously told what song they had to do beforehand. They just didn't know who they were going to go up against.
Yeah. That's the tea. Yeah, that was the whole situation. Was you were told who it was, or you were told what you were doing, but not who you were doing it against.
Are you telling me that it was not a coincidence that Tulsa was wearing a cat outfit when she was doing that Meow Meow song?
No, there was no coincidence to be had.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Not a goddamn coincidence to be whatsoever. She planned that because there was they had an hour to get ready for this beautiful, lovely lip sync situation. So yeah, I thought this was a really fun way to start the season. I'm like, yes. On a franchise that, no disrespect, no shade, but all shade, is not known for lip syncing.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that for once they said, hey, let's be known for our lip syncing.
Yes.
Or at least attempt to do so.
Or at least do better than we did with Al Coco No, because I will never forgive them for using that song. I will. Like, I'm still traumatized by that, and that's when I lost hope in the Más Draga for lip syncs. I was
You
like,
lost all hope today?
Yeah, I was like, I lost all hope today fully.
Your
after
car
that.
broke down?
I'm empty. I was empty, absolutely.
You were empty? Yeah.
Yes.
I know the feeling.
But I've regained some hope after this.
Did you go to a local bar?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I did.
Good. As you should. I really believe in you. I'm very proud of you for that.
Yes.
And I think that was a great move on your part and on your behalf. Yeah, so yeah, they get an hour to do their thing, go through, prep for their lip syncs, and ultimately we also find out that the other queens are going to be the judges of the lip syncs. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I mean, if I'm them, I'm playing it the way Deetox is playing it, which is
100%.
Who benefits me the most? And like, I would immediately be like, Tulsa, you're losing. You're losing. Absolutely not. I am not letting you win this. I'm immediately putting you in the bottom so that you don't have that immunity anymore.
Oh, yeah. Miss Deetox said, strategic queen. And I said, yes, that is my strategic queen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes, I think we should talk about some lip syncs because this was very fun. It's very weird to be 30 minutes into an episode talking about lip syncs. on a premiere, but that is where we're at today. So we're gonna go in order of the way that they had the lip syncs go.
Mm-hmm.
So first up was Oslo and Tulsa. They are lip syncing to Meow by our reigning queen, Miss Catriona, my girl. Eduardo, what do you think of this lip sync?
I thought it was fun. I mean, it was very obvious who was gonna win it the moment it's like the girls came out. Like, you're dressed as a cat, Tulsa. You're obviously already gonna win. And she did, absolutely. I thought it was closer than I expected. I did like what Oslo was doing, like when it came to actual dancing. But yeah, for me, Tulsa absolutely won it. It made a lot of sense that she got it. But if we're playing strategically, I would have voted for Oslo.
Yeah, for me, I agree. Tulsa definitely won this. She was showing how flexible she was. She fit the character. She fit the song. So yeah, for me, it was a slam dunk for Tulsa.
Agreed. I thought Oslo did a good job. I definitely don't think it was bad. I think it was one of the better losing performances, to be honest with you. I actually think maybe this should have been a closer call, to be honest with you. I think, winning 9-3 is not bad for Tulsa. I think maybe it could have been a closer result, but I do think Tulsa absolutely slayed. And this bodysuit, like, Tulsa looks so sick. I love the print on this bodysuit. And I think Oslo looks great too. I love this outfit as well. And I just want to highlight, because we're going to see Alexis in this outfit 6 more times in this slideshow, but Alexis looks incredible in this outfit. So
Yes.
shout out to Alexis de Vil, because she looks incredible here. And guess what? She also looks incredible here. Next up, this is the matchup between Calypso and Nayla Downs, lip syncing to Loca by Miss Lola Cortez.
Sometimes you don't know the song, and you just have to keep going. You have to keep trying. You have to try your hardest.
Sometimes you lost all hope today.
Sometimes you lose all hope today. I think this had to be my least favorite of the lip syncs, unfortunately. But I thought Nayla was clearly the better one, because I think Nayla knew more of the words and wasn't as stiff as Calypso was. You can tell that Calypso is not like a very big performer. I will just say that.
Yeah, I agree. I think Nayla was the standout here. She kept drawing my eye. I actually didn't really notice that Calypso was missing the words, but I think that's because I was more focused on Nayla. So, yep, she was the winner.
That's my girl. Yes. I think Nayla looks sickening here too. I love this outfit. And yes, she knew more of the words. Calypso even said when they announced the Big Ass Lipsync Duel, she was like, "Oh, well, let's see if I make it past episode 1." And that's majorly concerning.
Yes.
Yeah, Nayla killed this. 8 votes to 4. Nayla wins this matchup. Well done. Good job. Next up, oh my god, Alexis, you look so good here. Yes, Alexis. And she matches, she's literally like she's like the middle ground between Konny and Ricura here.
Yes, she is.
She's like, if you blended Konny and Ricura together, you get Alexis. That's kind of sickening. But yes, we have Konny and Ricura lip syncing to Fiesta by Fifi Esta.
Yes. I mean, Ricura obviously won this. You can tell that she loves to be on stage and to just like perform. And even though she's not like the best dancer or the best performer, you can tell that she loves to do it. And that to me really brings a lot to a performance. Konny, I think, started off good, but as the song went on, like you could tell that she was losing steam and that she was losing words. Like she kept saying like lip syncing less and less to the point where at the end of the song she wasn't lip syncing any of the words, which is gonna cost you. And so, in my opinion, Ricura was the very obvious winner in this situation.
Ooh, okay. Well, I don't necessarily agree with you on everything you said. I thought this was one of the best lip syncs of the night. I thought Ricura started off really, really strong. She was the one demanding my attention. But the more it went on, the more I was into what Konny was doing. And in fact, I think I liked Konny a little bit more in the second half. But overall, I think Ricura won, but not by a lot. This was maybe the second closest one for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna agree with both of you. I think this was a very, very good lip sync. I think of all of them, this was my favorite. I'm gonna agree with you, David. I really enjoyed what both of them were doing. I love that the two of them were playing together, and I liked what Konny was saying when they got the matchup. They were like, "Oh, we know each other, so we're just gonna like play around together, and it's gonna be a really good time." And that's exactly what they did. And I loved that they kind of took the energy together. I'm actually gonna flip what you said, David, because I actually think Konny started really, really strong for me and kind of demanded my attention towards the start of the lip sync. And then as it kind of went on, I agree with you, Eduardo. I think Ricura kind of, it was a little bit more of a slower burn performance. And then towards the end, really started demanding a little bit more of my attention. And when they started interacting a little bit more together, Ricura was the person that really was demanding my attention in their interactions. I think they did a really, really great job together and separately. I am going to agree with both of you, though. I think Ricura won this lip sync for sure. In an 8-3 vote.
Nah.
Someone didn't vote.
Someone didn't vote, but you know what? That's okay.
I don't know who it is, but, math, it's fine. Whatever. Sure. Moving on. Good job, Ricura.
Someone said they both lose.
Yes. Someone said, I don't care. They both lose.
Someone went to take a piss and just didn't return in time.
Pretty much. The next matchup was Candela and Chaos to Espectaculera by Georgiana. Oh, shout out to Georgiana. I love Georgiana.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this was the perfect song for Candela. Like, if Candela had to do a song, I'm so happy that it was this one because it just fits with her vibe, with her energy, the way that she performs. She very clearly won this lip sync to me. And Caos did pretty well, but like Candela absolutely mopped the floor, in my opinion. Like there was no like, ooh, will Caos catch up? Like there was never like any doubt in my mind that Candela was winning this lip sync. And I think it's absolutely deserved that she did end up winning it.
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe this was the second biggest blowout for me. There's one that we haven't talked about yet that was a clear blowout. But yeah, I was just so captivated by Candela, and especially these things she had all over her arms and the way they would move with her body. It was so intriguing. I was like, they almost feel like they're part of you. So yeah, she killed it.
Completely agreed. I think this might have been the biggest blowout of the night, in my opinion. I think Chaos did a good job, but Candela absolutely used every single inch of that stage. And Chaos really didn't, in a lot of ways, know what to do. In some moments, and kind of felt a little like shell shocked in some moments, and just like really didn't know what to do. Though I will say, Chaos has one of my favorite looks. I love this bodysuit. I love, 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 love this bodysuit. I love the print. I love all of the not nude illusion, but like the color blocking with the white fabric and the print here. I'm obsessed with this bodysuit and I kind of want it. It's so sickening. But yes, Candela won this 9-3, obviously. obviously.
Hmm.
Next up, we have Patricia, Miss Patricia, versus
She called
Deetox
herself that
Alanis.
this episode.
What? Wait,
She
what?
called herself Patricia.
Oh, I know, and I'm gonna call her Patricia the entire season.
Yeah.
Miss Patricia versus Deetox Alanis, doing Ritmito Badiari Mejia, my favorite La Más Draga song. Ritmito is my favorite, so I loved seeing it on this lineup.
Yes.
Um,
It is also my favorite. I do have to say that.
it's just so good.
It's so
Johnny
good.
just makes good music. Johnny just makes good music.
Oh,
Period.
absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely. And that's why I'm a little disappointed with this lip sync. I'm gonna be so for real because like when you have such high expectations of not only one performer but also of the song itself, like anything that doesn't just immediately hit that benchmark is a disappointment. And unfortunately, that's what happened to me. Before this, people were really hyping up Deetox as an amazing performer and saying how amazing she was. And I think she did good, but I was expecting like Candela levels of like splitting, dipping, like cartwheeling and doing all that. And that's not what we got. And so maybe it is just me having different expectations from Deetox that she like isn't supposed to meet. But I do think that very clearly Deetox had higher energy. Paty's obviously yet again not a performer. She's like not the most like lip sync savvy girl of the bunch. So I still think that Deetox won it, but I was a little disappointed with this lip sync.
Yeah, I agree. I was a little disappointed as well. This for me though was the biggest blowout, and that's not to credit Deetox really. That's to discredit Paty because I thought she by far gave the worst lip sync of the night. Um, and I was surprised because like even hearing that she's not a performer per se, she still is the oldest queen there. So I would think that she would have enough experience to do something passable, and it wasn't passable for me. So Deetox, I thought, did well. Definitely not as well as a lot of the other winners, but solidly head and shoulders above Paty.
Mhm.
yeah, I agree. I think from what I understand, I think I understand what you're saying about like the Candela level, like the all of that, Eduardo. I don't think Deetox is that kind of performer from what I understand. I could be wrong. I think she is a sickening performer, but I think in a very different kind of way. So I think we're going to see a different kind of performance. I think Deetox just reined it in because she knew she could win easily. That is
That's also
all.
fair.
I think she is saving her great performing for when she needs to, because she knew as soon as she got paired up with Paty, she didn't need to do that much.
She did do one thing that I thought was super cool. Like,
Which was
and
the
I'm
thing
surprised.
with the hands.
Yeah, the thing with the hands behind her
Yeah,
back and
that was
around her
so
waist.
good. Yeah,
I was like, how have I never seen anybody do this in a lip
It's
sync?
crazy.
it's so cool. It's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Mhm.
There was enough stunting and trickery here that I was intrigued by what Deetox was doing. Definitely won it. I hope we see something better from Patricia moving forward. I hope we see something better.
Paty, I'm
She's kind
getting
of giving me
worried.
Ankh vibes.
I'm getting
She's giving me
worried,
Ankh
Paty.
vibes.
No, don't say it.
Wait, but no, if the curse is still on, the Mexico City curse is still on, she's safe. She cannot go home. So
So then who's going home?
either Konny Kortez or Calypso.
No.
Because those are the two from Mexico City. Woo!
Wait, Connie
No,
or
no, no,
who?
no, 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 no. Because it has to be. Wait, no, because it has to be someone that that lost their
Yeah, who is the other one?
Konny Kortez and Calypso both lost their lip syncs.
fuck.
So
Deetox, you're safe.
Deetox, you're safe, but if
Thank
the
God.
Mexico City curse is still on, Paty safe, and either
Calypso!
Konny or Calypso could go home.
Calypso!
Last season we didn't get it, but it was because no one from Mexico City was casted.
I don't want to lose either of those.
Calypso.
But if the curse is still on, Paty might be safe. We don't know.
No, I can't have that happen.
We'll see.
Let's move to our next match up. Here we have Axelle and Brighty lip-syncing Tu Paisa by our dearest Velveteen.
Yes. I mean, I think this was the closest one for me, and it very clearly was because it was the closest vote. But you like very different styles, very different takes on how to perform this song. And I will say, I think I found myself looking at Brighty more. Personally, I thought that the way that she did the song was more like it called my attention a lot more. Maybe it's because like she was just crazy and shaking her head around and doing stupid shit. Like Alexis said it, we just saw hectáreas y hectáreas de campo. Like I did think it was camp. It was fun. I definitely think Axelle did a really good job, and if she was paired up against several other queens, she probably could have won her lip sync, but unfortunately in this scenario she lost to camp.
Yeah, I think this was my third favorite and probably the third closest for me. It was pretty close. But yeah, they went two very different routes. For me, I think it was just refreshing seeing how Brighty was doing it. Like she was so expressive, way more expressive than anybody else this episode. And Axelle was doing a lot of what we'd already seen, but she was doing it well. But just for the fact that she was so different, Brighty was my winner.
This is the first time we're going to disagree, actually, and I think this is really fun. I liked what both of them were doing. I think this was clearly the closest matchup of the night. I preferred what Axelle was doing, actually, in this lip sync. I liked what Brighty was doing. I think there needed to be just a touch of restraint, because I think there was a lot going on. I liked the camp that she was bringing. I thought it was really, really good. It felt a bit too frenetic for the song for me. And I liked and I agree what Axelle was doing was a lot of what we had already seen, but I didn't want to compare it to what we had already seen. And I wanted to look at it just in the confines of this specific lip sync. And in this specific lip sync, I think for me, the performance, I was a little bit more, the one that I responded to a little bit more in this specific instance was Axelle, because I really liked the way she was performing it. It was clean. It was very well done. She used the entire stage. And I think that just speaks to a very seasoned performer. So for me, I would have given it to Axelle, but I'm not surprised that Brighty won.
Mm-hmm.
And our last matchup here, we have Greta and Moon doing Cabrona by our Solo Las Más winner, Cifer.
Yes. I mean, I gotta say, Greta surprised me here. Like, I was not expecting Greta to be as good as a performer as she is. I was not expecting the splits at all from Greta, so that was really nice.
Hey, Wendy, here's the splits you were asking for.
There you go. If Wendy wanted to see splits, she should have come.
She should have showed up a few hours earlier.
Yes. But yeah, I was shocked with the way that Greta performed it. I was also shocked that I could still see the way that her lips were moving, even with having a prosthetic on her face. So I have to give her huge props for that. And yeah, Moon was all right. It's just, yet again, you can very clearly tell which girls are not lip sync savvy, and Moon is just not a lip sync savvy. She called herself a mueble. So like, she knew it. We all knew it. We knew it was going to happen. Unfortunately.
Well, I don't know it, I guess, because I really liked Moon in this. For me, this was my favorite lip sync, and this was the one I thought was the closest. They both were really bringing it for me. It felt like a fight. And it was interesting because these were my 2 preseason favorites. They were number 1 and number 2 on my draft list. Unfortunately, I didn't get both of them on my team, but I was so into this. I do think the secret weapon here was those long pigtails. Like every time Greta was spinning those, everything Moon was doing just disappeared, and all I could look at was Greta. So yeah, that's what broke the tie for me, but I thought this was really close.
I think they both did really well here. I do agree. I think Greta won. I don't think it was by that huge of a margin, though. I will say that. I think for being a Muebla, I think self-proclaimed, obviously, I think Moon did a pretty good job here. I liked seeing her with this kind of like the fabric skirt, whatever it was, and then like utilizing it really, really well. There was a lot of movement. I thought she did a good job for the skill set that she had, but I do think Greta really did shine here. It was much closer than I expected it, but yes, I do think Greta took it here, and she did 8-4. So yes, she takes it.
This was interesting because as I was going, I was making my own decisions on who won, and then every single time the person I picked ended up winning. I was like, oh
wow. Okay. I also had it. I had all of them except for Axelle was the only one that but that was also the closest one where it was 7-5. So I was like, okay, cool. At least like that's like the only one where it was kind of, and I saw why Brighty won. So like at least I get it. I understand it.
See, we agree with these like Lollapalooza type things when it comes down to popular vote.
Right, exactly. When the queens decide, we agree. I wonder why. But we go back into the Beauty Creations Lounge Eleganza Extravaganza place. Oh,
it's time for Axelle versus the world.
Yes, it is time for today's edition of Axelle versus the world. I feel like this is going to be a recurring series, so this is the first edition. Yeah, and it starts. Yes, it starts with Deetox. She decides to call out Axelle for being Brighty's makeup artist.
Poor Brighty.
I feel so bad for Brighty because like she very clearly struggles to do her makeup. She very clearly doesn't know how to do it. But I am glad that she has like taken it in stride and kind of made a joke out of it. She posted like little memes about it, like makeup course, how not to do your makeup. I'll show you how to put on your wig wrong, how to put your eyebrows in 2 different places, how to like make the blending look as bad as possible. Axelle de Vil not included. Like I thought it was so funny, and I'm very glad that Brighty's able to make a joke out of it. But it is very unfortunate that like it was brought up. But also, I think that like if Axelle had done her makeup, Brighty would look so much better because like you can tell Brighty made this makeup because she still looks a little bit of a mess. Just like a little bit. Like, not gonna lie, she doesn't look super great. And that was like, honestly, my biggest critique for Brighty is that her makeup doesn't look great. But like, my girl, they only put blush on her. Axelle only put blush on her, and they're calling her like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of energy and a lot of like feelings for just blush.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting because Brighty really defended herself well. Like she did it in a way that was like, hey, here's all that happened. And I don't know why you're saying she did my makeup when she did just this part. And she was able to express herself in a way that was not argumentative, that didn't start a fight, and that garnered a lot of encouragement from everybody else. I think it said like encouraging sounds in parentheses.
Gay encouraging sounds. Yes, it did say that.
We love that.
Yeah.
We love gay encouraging sounds.
Gay encouragement, absolutely, 10 out of 10.
We love gay encouragement.
I think
this,
everybody
this podcast is all about gay encouragement.
Right.
Sorry, David. Go.
I think everybody's going to feel very protective of Brighty.
Yes.
I think she's kind of going to be like everybody's little sister, even though they can't pronounce her name for some reason.
No one
Everybody's
can
gonna
pronounce
struggle.
her name.
¿Por qué no se ponen Lupe?
Brighty.
How would you pronounce that in Spanish if you did not know the English way of saying it?
If I didn't know,
Brighty?
if I didn't know English, I would say Brighty.
Brighty. Okay.
So
Interesting.
I can I can tell why there's a little bit of a struggle there.
I see it.
As I said, I love when Nayla just straight up said, ¿Por qué no se ponen Lupe? Like,
Lupe.
just call yourself Lupe. Come on.
Welcome to the stage, Lupe.
I love when rappers gave themselves like just the most pedestrian names. Like someone that auditioned just calls herself Alexa. Like, yes, absolutely. Call yourself Alexa. That's it.
Well, hi, I'm here to audition for La Más Draga. What's your name? Paula. What's your name? Rebecca.
That's it. Just Rebecca.
Sarah.
I'm Sarah. Oh my god, you're here for the auditions. What's your name? Tina.
Hi, I am Lindsay.
Hi, my name is Beth.
Well, we already have a Beth.
We do have a Beth.
I know.
We do have a Beth. Which I love. I love that she called her.
Hi, my name is Susan. Not from Grindr.
Not from Grindr, just Susan.
Just Susan. Oh, Suzanne. Sorry. Hi, my
Suzanne.
name is Suzanne.
Last name
and
Collins.
then, yes. My name is Suzanne Collins. The author? No.
No. It's just the author coming to audition to La Más Draga.
I wrote Twigleet.
Tweakly.
Twigleet.
Lord, what is going on?
Oh,
Today?
God. Oh, and then, as if Axelle needed anything else, then more people start coming after Axelle. And I gotta be honest, Ricura was speaking for me during this whole situation afterwards when she was like, this whole situation went down and I'm sitting here afterwards going, I don't know what the hell just went on.
Girl, even I didn't know. And
I have no fucking clue what happened. I literally don't know what happened.
Okay, so also we're forgetting to mention the fact that Axelle also called out Greta for making a whole video.
Oh, yes.
Calling her rude, which started all of this drama. Because apparently Greta made a video or like was in a live or I don't know, where she was talking about how Axelle was being rude and mean to her during the auditions.
During the auditions, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Greta then mentions that she misused her words and that Axelle was never rude to her and that she was just indifferent towards her and that she just misspoke, basically. But then this is when this happened. Oslo and Moon decide to call out Axelle and say, no, you were rude to me. You were a bitch to me. And okay, so this drama is complicated and really hard to follow. So this is what I understood from it. So apparently Axelle and Oslo had a chat together. Axelle screenshotted it and then sent the pictures to Candela. In the picture, someone mentions that they hate Moon and they're gonna like call her out once they get to the season. Oslo says that Axelle was the one that said this. Axelle said that it was Oslo that mentioned this. Someone, which was probably Candela, probably sent this to Moon about the conversation. Moon then goes and talks to Oslo. Then they have a talk about it and they come to the conclusion that Axelle is the one that's starting shit and like being rude. And Moon comes to the conclusion that Axelle is kind of obsessed with her and constantly talking shit about her and other contestants. Uh, Axelle then goes to Moon to try to squish the beef because they're gonna be working together, and for a while, and like she doesn't really want to be friends, but they at least want to be okay with each other's presence. And Moon refuses to be okay with her because she thinks that Axelle is being fake and basically hates Axelle. And then Axelle says that she has receipts and that she will post them once the episode airs. And do you think she did it? What do you think?
No.
No.
She did. She absolutely did. She posted it on her Instagram story, and I knew it was probably we were gonna do this podcast way after she posted them, so I screenshotted it, and I have them right here.
Yes!
I have them right here.
Yes!
And in the pictures, you can see a chat with Oslo's name at the top, so you can tell that Oslo is the one that's speaking. And Oslo tells Axelle something along the lines of like, "Hey, did you know that Moon hates me? Like, I don't know why she's so mad at me. She's hateful, and she's pretending to like she's pretending to be offended, and I'm not gonna beg for her forgiveness or for her to like me." And then she also says, "We're going to cancel her once we get in the dressing room. La vamos a fulminar cuando estemos en el camerino." And Axelle specifically mentions, "I honestly don't want to get into it with that. No, la verdad, no me quiero meter ahí. I don't want to get into it." And also says, "Dude, I'm a good person. I'm cool." And that other people are just being weird towards her, and I don't know. That's all we get. There's very clearly information missing. There's very obviously missing information that we don't know. And Moon says that she also has receipts that have not been posted, or at least I am not aware of any posts that she has done about these receipts. But I'm just confused. It seems like also very clearly did not like Moon, but then they decided to switch their hatred towards Axelle, and now I'm confused.
Yeah.
Party.
So for Big Brother fans, there's a lot of people who make alliance charts. I need something like that for Lamas, except like who hates who chart.
Hey, Dolphica, if you're watching.
Dolphica, please do that.
I need Dolphica. That's who I need because I need an alliance chart, but for hatred, please.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I agree, David. I need that.
Aligned by hatred.
Aligned by hatred.
Yeah,
Literally.
Moon also apparently aligned by hatred, but apparently Oslo hates Moon, or at least that's what it looks like from the chat. I don't know. I am absolutely confused.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend now, right?
Yes.
And if they're also my enemy.
As I said, there's very clearly information that is missing. And like, as I said, Moon has stated that she has receipts and like voice memos and stuff like that from her point of view and what she saw. So we're missing half of the information.
Party.
We need Untucked.
You're only getting half the story.
And El Salseo has not been released at the moment of filming.
No.
So I was waiting for it. I was hoping that it would release, and it hasn't. So
neither have the official images from this episode. Thanks, Lamas.
Yay! Anyway. But like, I also have to say, I do agree with Caos. The moment I saw that Axelle was going to be in the season, I knew that she was going to get dragged for some reason. I knew that Axelle was going to get into some sort of trouble. I knew it. I fully expected it. I just didn't think it would be this soon, this quickly, and this heavily. That's my final thoughts on this whole scenario.
And on that note, I think we should talk about some fabulous runways. Because that's fabulous.
Yes.
But first, some fabulous judges.
Yay.
And hosts. The debut of Karime Pinter. Who I have to say, I think she did such a phenomenal job in this episode. I liked her. It's the first episode, you know, there's growing pains, but I think Karime did a really great job in this episode.
Listen, we've seen worse. She's not Maka. Like, the bar is on the ground. Maka has
Not too much.
Girl, you know
Karime.
damn well.
On Karime. No, on Karime. I don't care.
No.
I don't care about anyone else.
You know damn well that Maka put like
Yes,
the bar
I'm
at the
aware.
ground.
I'm
So,
aware.
She jumped that bar. She's not the worst. We've seen worse.
Yes.
What I will say is that very clearly Karime doesn't have experience hosting stuff like this. She very clearly has some growing to do. She very clearly is very green to this and will like hopefully get better as time goes on. But right now it did feel very much like she was reading from a teleprompter, even if she wasn't. It felt very much like she was just reading stuff that was being told to her, which, you know, I think there's no shame in that, especially if you are not experienced in this. I thought she did okay, but with the judges that we've had past, like before this, the level is high, and so I don't think she lived up to like the best host of the show, but she's also not the worst at this point. So there's still some growing to do, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. She did have a really awkward moment later in the episode when she was on stage and she was like calling over Venanito and he started to run and then he ran back. And it's like, y'all couldn't have cut that or edited it better to make it not so awkward. It was so awkward.
Bruno, edítalo, cabrón. Anyways.
At least he's pretty.
Yeah. And at least Karime is pretty.
Correct. She's very pretty. A lovely panel. A lovely, wonderful, fantastic panel. Also the debut of Natalia Sosa on our panel. I miss Raquel.
I will agree with that. I do think that Raquel is out of the past 3 seasons that we've had, the person that's like experienced in like theater and in presence and in drama and like performance on stage, the one that judges that. I do think that Raquel is the best one. But I think that Natalia is in a very happy middle of Raquel and Lolita. Like she has a little bit of like meanness and bite and like she's a little bit all over the place when it comes to her judging, but she does have some good critiques that make a lot of sense and that I did understood why she like made those critiques and that I really agreed with her. So it's very 50-50 on how I feel about her so far. Yet again, I think there's gonna be some growing and getting better as time goes on. My biggest critique on her is, why are her eyebrows blue? That's my biggest critique. Why are her eyebrows blue? Like, I get it, you're Cinderella, but like, why are your eyebrows blue?
She was using one of those suckers that Axelle used earlier.
She just rubbed it on her eyebrows.
Yeah. Or maybe Axelle licked her eyebrows.
Yes, she said, Axelle, right here. Put your tongue right here.
Girl, not this.
No, here's what happened. You know how somebody's like, oh, you got something on your face, and they like lick their thumb and then wipe it. That's what Axelle did. Like, you got something on your eyebrows.
Oh, girl.
I was disappointed with this look from Letal. Not that it's a bad look.
Yes.
I just want to see extreme, over-the-top, extravagant look Letal that I'm used to.
I
love Letal Priestley.
No, I literally wrote down, where is it? Letal looks like the principal at the High School of Drag.
Mm.
Well, that is kind of the energy she was giving tonight. Let's be real.
Yeah,
this was Tia Letal, and I'm not mad at Tia Letal for the first episode.
Yeah, it was very Tia Leti, literally.
I still remember that look that tree look from the first episode of season 6. Like, I will never forget that. How hard Letal went.
Either.
Yeah, so I was like expecting that quality, that caliber, that level.
Okay. I understand. But also, Letal Priestley, come on now. As a Devil Wears Prada whore, I love this. I love every bit of this. It is so sickening. I love this reinterpretation of Miranda Priestley. So I'm never going to be mad at this. I am never going to be mad at this. We're going to see so many incredible, beautiful, spectacular, high concept looks from Letal this season. Yes, of course we are. It's Letal.
Right,
Don't doubt
Letal. I hope we don't go back to season 1 Letal.
Don't doubt Letal. How dare you doubt Letal?
I think it would be so funny if she wore the same blouse the entire season just to call back to season 1.
That would be so sickening. I would love every bit of that.
I would be so happy.
I think Jody looks great as well. Jody looks great here.
Yadi is my personal winner of the judging panel. Not only do I think she gave the best critiques, but I think she looks the best. I think the structure of like the butterflies that hold on to the crown, the veil of the crown, I think is really cool. I think she looks beautiful. I love Yadi. I think Yadi is absolutely wonderful. There's barely any times where Yadi gets things wrong, and this time I don't think she got anything wrong. So 10 out of 10. Good job, Yadi. I love you so much.
I don't know if you have to hold your headpiece.
But like she wasn't holding it the majority of the time.
I'm referencing what they critique, I think, Calypso about later on.
Oh yeah.
They did. And our guest judge, Wendy Guevara, was there. We can move on.
No, because I have to critique my girl Wendy. Girl, if you don't know what show you're going on, don't show up. Like, girl, do your research. Come on now. Like if you hear the challenge is La Más que la Guetza, why are you expecting girls to be splitting and dipping? Like, have you ever experienced la Guelaguetza? Are you like? I get that you're a little slow.
Clearly not.
I get it. You're not the brightest bulb in the shed. I get it. That's not what you're known for. You're known for being funny. You're pretty. You're funny. You're not smart. That's very clearly the scenario. And like, Wendy never claimed to be smart. Also, so like. I didn't have like, oh, she's gonna be like the best judge, but this really disappointed me. This really, really disappointed me because Wendy is such an icon here in Mexico that you would expect for her to like at least try to know what she's gonna do when she's doing it, but very clearly she didn't, and so I'm very, very disappointed in Wendy this time around, unfortunately.
Agreed.
Let's
talk about some looks.
La Más Guelaguetza. First up, Axelle de Vil.
I mean, I love it. I absolutely love the fashion that Axelle has. I think the hair is amazing. I think the silhouette is absolutely amazing. I think the props are really fun. I do agree with the judges. Like, it's just she only walked in the outfit and she didn't really perform in it. I will say not a lot of the girls did perform in their looks. So I do appreciate that she at least danced a little bit because several of the girls just gave me nothing. So she gave me a little bit more than some of the other girls, but I think the look is one of my favorites. I think when it comes to performances, I was left wanting more. But overall, I think Axelle did a good job.
Yeah, why didn't she duck walk the whole time? Like, what the heck?
No, but like she could have spun and like zapateada a little bit. Right. Like, girl, come on.
Yep. So I didn't know what to expect from this runway, really. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. This is not what I expect from Axelle though. Like I'm gonna always expect like the most extreme, over the top, extravagant looks because that's what I saw in the promo. So and that's what I saw on her Instagram as well. So I like this reined in version of her. I think I would have liked it better on other people though. Her makeup is so good. This was some of the best makeup of the night though. But yeah,
Yes.
and I really like her hair. What's going on there with all the little blues and yellows looks really cool.
Oh, I forgot to mention, there was supposed to be a back piece to this, but Axelle chose not to wear it.
Oh, interesting.
So
Yeah, didn't she talk about it in the episode? She was like the back piece wasn't. No, that was
I
someone
thought it
else.
was Brighty.
that was Brighty.
Right.
Brighty mentioned the fact that her back piece was broken when it was given to her, which we will.
I was
get
like,
to.
somebody had a back piece. I couldn't remember, but yeah, I really like this from Axelle. I kind of agree with you, David. I like that this is reined in for Axelle,
Which is wild.
and yet not at all reined in. I like the two staffs that we have here. I like that, and I agree with you, David. I didn't really have any sort of concept personally because I'm not really familiar with La Guelaguetza going into it. So I was kind of just, okay, let's see what happens. I'm really excited to get to experience this. And I think this was a really cool first exposure to it. I got really inspired by this whole runway. So it was really cool to get to experience it. Now I want to go to a La Guelaguetza. I really want to go experience it for myself because it just seems really, really cool. So thanks, Lamas, for helping me explore new fun things that I want to go do. But yeah, I thought this was a really cool look. I love the silhouette on this look from Axelle. I do wish she had performed it more. And that's going to be a critique I give to most of these queens. But I think Axelle did a really great job with this look. I wish the headpiece was a little bit bigger, but overall, I'm not mad at this in the slightest. Are we scoring? Did we decide whether we were scoring? I don't know. We'll just... scores?
88.
81.
88. Next up, Brighty Stun.
Okay, so Brady's the one that had the broken back piece, which I'm guessing what it was supposed to do, the little things were supposed to spin, is my guess. But even with it not working, it's still a very good back piece. We saw a lot of looks that were in this vein, which I think is okay. I think it's good. It made a lot of sense, at least to me. It's like very like what I expected to see, this kind of look. I think Brighty had one of the better performances of the actual like, oh, I'm gonna give you a story. I'm gonna tell you something when I'm on stage. But when it comes to the actual look, it's a little bit on the more simpler side. I think the back piece obviously is the biggest like attention grabber, but you take off the back piece and it's a pretty okay dress, and the makeup is not great. So I feel very mixed emotions from Brighty, but I think it was okay.
Yeah, I do wish she did cartwheels the whole way down the stage.
Of course, yes.
Obviously, yes.
But it's interesting because we went from maybe the best makeup of the night to probably the worst makeup of the night. But other than that, I thought the look itself was fine. It was like a good fine, you know. At this point, I was like, okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what we're gonna see, but am I gonna be excited by anybody? Because this is good, but it just didn't really excite me. I like her long hair. I think she looks great with like really long pigtails. That should be her signature.
Yeah, I think this is a really great look from Brighty. I was impressed with it. I think some of the detail work could have been a little bit stronger here. I would have liked a little bit more separation between the layers. I think if the white trim would have been a little bit thicker between the layers, I think visually it would have been a little bit stronger, because when I look at it, when I look at it and when I was looking at it when they did the overhead visual shots, it just all kind of blended a little bit. Like it was just kind of a bit of a pink blob. And I don't mind a pink blob. I love pink. Love pink. But I think it could have stood with a bit more visual impact if there was a bit more separation between the layers. But that's just nitpicking, because I think the look is really, really good. So overall, a job well done for Miss Brighty Stun. Scores.
72.
70.
75. Next up, Calypso. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Actually, Pennywise.
Not this. Oh my god. I really enjoy this. I think this is such a fun take on like it's I think it is not what I was fully expecting, but I really, really enjoy it. I love the headpiece, but I will have to agree a little bit with the judges. It did limit her a little bit because she very clearly wanted to dance. So she, with the headpiece, she wasn't allowed to move as much as she very clearly wanted to. And when she took it off to be on stage and I saw the hair, I really, really enjoyed the hair. So I wish we could have seen it. But I really enjoyed the actual look in and of itself. I thought the performance was pretty okay. As I said, I want a little bit more, but I think this is one of the fresher takes on La Guelaguetza. I was very surprised, but I was also very happy with what I saw. So I think Calypso did a good job.
Yeah, but it would have been better if she moonwalked on the stage.
Yes, absolutely.
I agree completely.
Yeah. I actually really like this as a look. I think it has some really cool elements to it. I do agree. I was hoping she would let go of the headpiece at one point and just walk confidently, because I remember, I know we don't talk about her very much, but Aries, when she had that most La Más Monumental headpiece, like that huge thing, and she wasn't holding it up. She was just walking with it. And so I wanted something like that with this look. What I will say, all the beads around her chest area, oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous to me. I kept noticing them when they were getting ready before the show, because she was wearing that, and I was like, these are beautiful. All the colors here, because I'm a sucker for blues and browns together, and like blues and like earth tones, and just that color combination was just mesmerizing to me. And I really love the ruffles, creating all the texture in the pants. I guess are the pants.
Yes, they are pants.
I'm surprised we don't see more things like this with like this textured ruffles. It was really mesmerizing. One of my favorite looks, actually, not one of my favorite performances.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. The look is so good. When she was in the lounge, kind of putting on the face and like the beads on the face, I was like, oh, what is this going to be? Like, I'm really, really intrigued by it. And this is so cool. Like, I really, really enjoyed the look. The pants are so cool to me. I wish she could have moved a little bit better in it. That's just the big critique for me here. Just as a performer, it just limits the amount of movement that you could do. Because she was holding the headpiece the whole time, so she could have taken it off.
Yeah, I believe she could have taken it off. I don't
so
think
it
she
was
was
an
holding it the
intentional
whole
choice.
time, but I don't think she was holding it the whole time. I think it was somehow connected to the hair at some point, but
Okay.
I don't know if it would have been like a whole mess to take it off during a performance, but
That's kind of what because I was trying to figure out whether it was or wasn't. Because like if it could have been taken off, I would have loved to see it taken off. because then we would have seen some movement. If it was attached to that hair, then I get it. But overall, it's a good look. I just wish, I wish there would have been the ability to take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Scores.
Just based on the performance, it takes a little bit of points off, so 85.
I also gave her 85.
82. Caos Lescivia is up next.
I liked it from like the waist up when she revealed. I liked it from the waist up. I did not like the skirt or at all. I did not like the skirt. It felt very very like, I hate to say this, but that's the only way I can describe it, like child made. Like a child started drawing like the way that wood would look, and that's kind of the way it looks a little bit. I also do have a little bit of a problem with the wig, because the wig is really, really cool, but I cannot see all of the detail because like it doesn't translate from stage to camera. And I know that's a problem that some of the girls tend to have throughout the seasons. Like, you need to learn what looks good on stage and what looks good on camera, and sometimes they don't match. And this hair very clearly looks good on stage, but not that well on camera, because I just see a huge black blob, which is unfortunate. The performance I thought was fine. I think I have to agree with Natalia. Once the doors opened, I was expecting like a little bit of drama, and I wasn't given that throughout the performance, so I was left wanting more. So unfortunately, I was not living for Caos in this performance, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just don't understand why she wasn't belly dancing the whole time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think it really would have added so much to the performance.
Yes, absolutely, because you know what Mexicans are known for, belly dancing.
Exactly. It's interesting because I think this is one of the least memorable looks out of everybody. But her story that she presented was memorable for me, especially taking the snake head off and putting it on her wig. I thought that was a cool element to add in there. I just wish I saw more chaos in the look, because I think she could have married her style. Like we know what her style is after going through her Instagram. She's dark. She's got this kind of creepy edge to her. And I wanted to see more of that besides taking a snake's head off. So I was a little let down.
Yeah, I agree with you, Eduardo. It's one of those things about things translating to TV versus, otherwise. The wig just really didn't translate. I agreed with Natalia here, where I just didn't get the story of it. And that even goes beyond just like not really understanding the reference on a whole. Like, I wanted to get it and I didn't really get it. And then the look just doesn't really flatter her either. Like, overall, I wasn't really understanding it. Yeah, I think it's baffling to me that she was not in the bottom three. Baffling to me.
I agree.
No shade, girl, but baffling. Sorry. Scores.
67.
You keep doing this. I was also going to give her a 67.
Sorry, girl. I'm giving you a 55 because I really the look was not flattering and I didn't get the story. But the face is sickening. So it just, Sorry, girl. Next up, even though I'm allergic, I did love what Miss Deetox Alanis did, our Pineapple Princess. Not to be confused with SpongeBob, Wendy. Can I just say, why the fuck? On Beyonce's internet, are you up in here on a La Más Guelaguetza runway saying that she came out and you thought the first thing she was going to do with that pineapple was SpongeBob?
I
Are
truly
you
think
trying to make good internet moments, or are you just dumb?
I truly think that Wendy was just trying to make a meme out of this, like
Mm.
get a meme out of her time in La Más Draga, and she was just trying to say as many dumb things as she could.
She
Well, you
wasn't even the
failed.
first reference of pineapple. Axelle did it.
Yeah, Axelle did the first
Well, Wendy,
pineapple
you
performance.
failed.
So like, I don't know. I will say like the big botarga, like the pineapple botarga, was a little deflated, which I was a little
A
bit
little.
unfortunate. It was really deflated. But the actual look in and of itself, I think it's really, really beautiful. I love the ribbons on the hair. I love the way that Deetox just does her makeup. Um, if you know, like, if you've looked through Deetox's like Instagram, you know that she loves a mermaid cut gown. So I was fully expecting this. I love the structure of it. I love the beads, the very bright, colorful beads on her chest. I think she looks really beautiful. I love the colors. I love the way that she approached this. Yeah, overall, I think it was one of my favorite performances and looks of the night. I had a lot of fun watching Detox be on stage, so I had a good time. I really appreciated what Detox did here.
Yeah, I would say other than the fact that she didn't do like pop lock, pop and locking the whole time.
Yes.
Um, I thought this was good. I thought there was a lot of detail, a lot to soak in, and I love that about Lamas looks is that there's always so much detail, and we got that here. I thought the wig was really cool. Um, I don't love that she seems to be addicted to like nude illusions, though. I don't think she needs it. But like that's a recurring theme I'm already seeing from her promo to this. So you don't need it, girl.
I didn't think that was a nude illusion. I thought that was just her skin.
It's on the hips, and there's like a strip going down her stomach.
Oh, I didn't think it was on the hip. I thought it was just her skin.
Nope, doesn't match her skin tone. It's close, but not close enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I still like the look. I think the look is really, really, really good. This is one of my favorite looks of the night, actually. I really, really love this look. I think all of the color palette altogether looks really great. The pineapple was deflated. But otherwise, I think the actual garment itself is really, really sickening, and I really enjoyed it. I loved every bit of what she did. So, other than the deflated pineapple, which is fine because I'm allergic, so it's okay.
And not pop and locking. Pop locking.
Absolutely. Yes.
Pop, lock, and drop it. Is that what you're trying to allude to, David?
Well, there's that song, but it's called Pop and Lock.
Okay, Boomer. Scores.
90.
80.
95. Well, next up is this dumb bitch over here. Come on, Greta.
Yes. Fun fact, the headpiece here is made by someone that we've had on the channel. The headpiece is made by none other than Sefacto.
Oh, sickening!
Yes. So shout out to Sefacto and to Greta for working together. I really, really enjoyed this look. I thought, I mean, I just love Greta and the way that she approaches these sort of things, like taking a very typical like fabric and dress and then just adding a reptile on top of it. I think that's always very interesting and really cool. It is unfortunate that the fan on the back didn't open the way it should have. This has happened before. And I was fully expecting the judges to like shit on her so hard because I've seen like contestants go home for less. So I was fully expecting the judges to just shade her so badly. and I was feeling so sad for it because I love this whole look. I think the performance, without taking into account the mistake of the fan, I thought the performance was really fun. It was just a whole well-rounded performance and experience. I thought it was good. I just think that slight mistake from the fan took her out of the top. But I don't know. I just really, really, really love this look.
It's a good look. I think she would have been in the top if she did a waltz with Venenito.
Yes.
I kept waiting for that moment, but I do think as a look, it was really cool. I'm glad she's sticking with the creature. I hope she does it every single week. And then with the fan, I didn't notice any issues with it. I thought it was cool. It gave me like a frill neck lizard. I'm assuming that's what she was going for. But it was really cool. Just the marriage between the creature and the culture. Like, I thought it was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the whole presentation was really, really smartly done. I do wish the fan had worked the way it needed to. I think the waltz would have been a really great idea, David. I think that's a great touch. I love the throwing of the hats and all of those being made of paper. Like, I think that's just so smart because, of course, how much stuff can you actually bring to La Mas? So having those, and like, I think it's so resourceful. I really just love her brain. I'm so excited to get to see more of her looks and more from her. I'm just so excited. I think this is going to be such a fun season for Greta. I hope we see more creature stuff. I hope we see a little bit of versatility from Greta. I hope we see something soft and something more human at some point. I just want to see one, David. The judges are going to call her for it, David.
Okay, Michelle Visage.
The judges are going to call her out for it.
David, the judges are going to call her for it, and they're going to send her home, and none of us want that. I'm just saying, she is smart enough to bring at least one or two things that are not animal. Don't look at David. We were doing so well. You know just as well as I do that Lethal specifically is going to ask for it.
And they shouldn't.
I agree, but they're going to. But I love this, and I love her, and I don't want her going anywhere. Scores.
89.
90.
91. Hi, Konny.
Hi. Sometimes Abby-esque misses. Sometimes Abby-esque misses, and it's okay. Because this is an Abby-esque, which is really unfortunate, because sometimes Abby-esque misses. And this is exactly what Abby-esque should do out. But you know what? It's okay. It just didn't really give me the fantasy. It was like almost there when it came to the performance. Like, I saw what we were going for. I liked the energy, but I just wanted to go somewhere a little more interesting than what it did. I think the actual look in and of itself is not the greatest. I think, especially compared to a lot of the other girls, it leaves a lot to be desired. And then you broke off your little horn, which is really unfortunate as well, because the horns are my favorite part. So, this is what I expected from Konny, but like I wanted it to be a little more elevated, and unfortunately, that's not what I got. So I was left wanting a little bit more.
I wanted the chicken dance.
Yes.
From a bowl?
You didn't get it. Yes, I wanted the chicken dance.
Okay.
Yes, it would have been amazing. But so what I was saying about Chaos earlier, about how she didn't incorporate her style into the look. enough. This is the other end of the spectrum for me. I felt like she focused too much on staying true to her style, and she let the challenge itself fall behind. And maybe I'm wrong because I don't know much about this, but this is the one look that just didn't fit with everybody else for me. And if it was like a really cool look, maybe I could excuse it, but it's a fine look. And I'm at this point, I'm really getting over like using all these wigs for part of your outfit. Like we've seen it a lot. So I was disappointed because Konny can bring it, and this was just not enough.
Yeah, it did feel, at least from like an outside perspective, I do agree with you, David. This was kind of the one look that didn't feel. It's like one of these things is not quite like the other. This felt not quite like the other. Like it could, if there was another and Greta's was a bit animalistic, but that's just Greta's drag. This one just really was like, okay, got it.
And Greta kept it with the outfit itself too.
Exactly. Where Greta took their animalistic drag and brought it into Geta. This felt just bull, which is fine, but what does that have to do with anything, bitch? I'm not quite sure. So, cool look, but I'm just kind of left confused. Scores?
69.
I was about to give her a 69 too. Nice.
40. I really just don't. It's cool and I like the mask, but I just don't know where it fits in the category. I'm sorry, Konny. Oh, but next up is Moon.
I'll start with the things I like about this.
Ooh.
I like the makeup. I like the hair. I like the tights.
Oh.
That is all. Thank you very much. I did not like this at all. It felt messy. It felt very just underwhelming, especially coming from Moon. Because maybe it's me that I had really high expectations of Moon, but this is incredibly messy. Incredibly messy. Even if Brighty had come out in this, I would have been incredibly disappointed because it's so messy. It's so unprepared. It's so unpolished. It left me wanting so much more. The shoulder pieces were hanging, and they were hanging on two different sides. One was going forward, one was going back. One side of her skirt is way longer than the other side. I don't understand how this has to do.
6 inches at least.
Yes. I don't. Listen, I'm not an expert in Oaxaca. Like, I have never lived in Oaxaca, and I'm not an expert in all of the areas of Oaxaca. But I don't know how this relates. And the performance, I was confused. Why are we bowing down to you? Are you just iconic, and that's why you wanted people to bow down to you? I don't understand. Like, the performance didn't make sense to me. I just was left incredibly disappointed by Moon.
Okay. Well, I don't agree at all. I was into this. I thought this was really cool. It feels modern. It feels fresh. Like it, you still see the homage to the theme, but she kept her own style as well. So I really like that. Even though she didn't do interpretive dance like she should have. But I will agree with you on the shoulders. The shoulders were drooping, and that was the only thing that was kind of taking me out of it. I love this wig, though. Man, she's got a receding hairline, though.
Do you not see where the skirt is also not even, David?
I mean, in this picture.
And in general.
No, I didn't notice that when she was walking down the runway.
It's bad.
Yeah,
It's bad. It's very bad. Yeah, no, this look is not the tea. I'm sorry. I love Moon. I love the makeup. I love the wig. I love the tights. That's where it ends for me as well. I agree with Eduardo here, unfortunately. I would love to sit here and praise this look more because I really like Moon and I really like her aesthetic. And I like so many things about Moon as a drag artist. I cannot sit here and praise this look more than those three things because the rest of the look is messy. It's really messy. How the fuck was Moon not in the bottom three? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm very thankful no one went home because honestly, this is the worst look of the night. I'm sorry. This is the least successful look of the night in my opinion. It's messy. I'm sorry. Like no. I'm sorry. But the face and the hair is just so sickening. But it's just not a successful. It's not a successful garment. When she turned around and walked off the stage, the back of that garment was just not. No. And I hate saying that because I love Moon. I'm loving Moon. I'm loving Moon so far.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Scores.
10 points for the face, 10 points for the hair, 10 points for the tights. 30.
86.
Wow.
How are you acting surprised after I just said I really like this look?
I don't get it. It's a 30. Okay. Oslo.
For me, this is the definition of safe. Like, this was just exactly what I expected. It wasn't, like, incredible. It wasn't, like, gobsmacking. I wasn't shocked. But I also wasn't disappointed. I wasn't like, oh, this is really bad or really messy. It was fine. The construction of this dress is really okay. It's nice. The performance of it was okay. Overall, I think it's just, as I said, the definition of safe. I cannot say much more than that. I think it was just absolutely okay.
It needed some disco, but I think this was the definition of bland. I think it was below safe because it was so boring. Like, and I like Oslo, and I have been expecting good things, but this feels like it could have been season 1. It feels like Deborah Mean could have worn this.
No, Deborah, like, this is too high a level for Deborah Mean.
Yeah, I think I agree with you both. I think this look is fine. I think there were just a lot of other really great looks on this runway. So unfortunately, this look is really, really cool. I like the detail work in this look, but we have seen so much cool detail work from Oslo that I was kind of like, oh, okay. Oh.
You mean Oslo?
All right. Oh, Oslo. Oh. Okay,
Oslo.
girl. All right. That's fine. Scores?
75.
60.
70. Ricura Santana.
It's so funny that Ricura and Oslo went back to back with a very similar concept to each other. But here's the thing. Oslo, I think, had a better look, but I think Ricura performed it better. I think Ricura had such a fun time being on stage. As you said, Logan, before, like, Ricura just exudes charisma. You can tell that she loves being on stage. Her smile is absolutely huge every single moment that she's on that damn stage, and she loves it. I love the way that she performed it, and she, like, was spinning around. As I said, is the look super interesting. No, I think it's even like a little less interesting than Oslo's. But in La Más Draga, they said it time and time again. You can have the most basic look, the most like boring look of them all, but if you know how to sell it and you know how to perform it, you absolutely can get away with it. And I think that's what happened with Ricura here. I really appreciated the way that she performed it, and it gave her a lot of points, in my opinion.
I agree. She performed it well, even though she didn't do the robot. But I thought that this surpassed my expectations by a bit, because honestly, my expectations weren't high for her going into this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something that felt really authentic about this look and the way she delivered it. It felt like I was watching something that she lives and breathes. So I respected that from her, even if the look itself isn't the most exciting.
I completely agree. I think what we're going to see from Ricura on this season is maybe not the biggest or the grandest or the, you know, the most mass, the biggest, the grandest, but I think we're going the most mass, the most. Yes, I know what I said. I said what I said, but what I think we're going to see is authenticity from Ricura on this season, and that's what I love to see on any drag show, really. This look is not the biggest, it's not the grandest, but she sold the hell out of it, and I loved it. It's a white crop top and a skirt and like the braids and all of this, but she sold the absolute hell out of it and had the best time doing it. And I'm sold. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living the fantasy with her. And I think that's what we're going to get from her, is every single look we're going to be living the fantasy with Ricura. And I'm on board. I'm on the Ricura Santana train. I'm here. I'm a fan. I'm ready. Let's go. Period. Scores.
81.
76.
I'm giving it an 85 because that charisma is undeniable.
Yeah.
Oh, Tulsa.
We are not on the same page.
Oh,
You know, this look had potential. This look had a lot of potential. Actually, the look itself is pretty. It's a pretty
so
look.
great.
It's so great. But if you can't walk in
Yes,
it,
we're on the same page, David.
don't
worry.
wear it. If you can't walk in it, don't wear it.
Wear it.
People have gone home in La Más Draga because they couldn't walk in the damn outfit. And Tulsa was so close to being there. And like there are little, like, I like it from like the shoulders down. I personally am not a huge fan of like this thing that like her face looks a little bit squished, and I'm not sure I am fully living for this hair, because the way that she has it styled on her Instagram is with a different wig, and I think she looks a lot better with that other wig than with this one. I think the actual look in and of itself is nice, but the performance of it, the hair, the squished face, does take some points away from this look, which is really unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. I don't think it's bottom 3 level for me, but it's definitely like unfortunate.
As a look, this was one of my favorites. I thought this was really cool. This feels like a fashion moment. And I liked it when the girls came out and they took this theme and they made it a fashion moment. It was really cool, especially with the snake and the wig, I think is really cool. But yeah, she did get tripped up, which is unfortunate. And the editors of La Más will never let us not notice somebody tripping. They will screech, they will record scratch, they will zoom in, they will like zoom in and out and pan and do whatever they can to make sure you notice any slight slip up. But what she should have done is she should have slipped into a crab walk and then flipped into the splits and then started voguing and doing some floor work. It would have made up for it.
Absolutely.
I agree completely. No, David, we are absolutely on the same page. This look was one of my favorite looks of the night. Hands down, without a question, one of the best garments on this runway. Yes, she stumbled. We all acknowledged it. Why in the ever-loving fuck, even with that, was she in the bottom 3? There is no rhyme, reason, or circumstance why she should have been in the bottom 3.
Mhm.
When there are at least 6 other looks on this runway that are worse and that performed worse. I'm sorry. Like, I get that y'all want to give her this moment, and I get that no one went home, but still, it's no. Thank God she has immunity next week, but this felt disrespectful to the look that we were presented with on this runway. Y'all are saying that this, when I ain't even getting into it. Tulsa, you look sickening, girl. You look sickening. You did not deserve that treatment. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The real drama of this episode is why Tulsa was in the bottom 3. Scores.
I think I'm gonna sound crazy with this score, but 78.
Not super crazy.
Okay.
I get it.
I give her an 88.
I'm gonna give her an 85 because I'm gonna balance how much I like the look with the presentation. And she did trip, so I'm gonna factor that in. But with that being said, I'm gonna probably forget about the trip later on this year when maybe this ends up in my top looks of the year. But Tulsa will probably give us some greater looks, so we'll see what happens. Candela.
I mean, Yeti said it. Yeti said it. It's just, it doesn't fit. It didn't fit. It just doesn't fit. It's just loose in all the wrong places. Like, it's loose exactly where you don't want it to be loose. It's loose at the hips. It's loose in your breasts. It's loose in your arms. It looks like a child is wearing her parents' dress. It's really, really unfortunate, especially with Candela having had such a great start with the episode, with having such a great performance and such a great lip sync, that it offsets it with this, and like, it's really, really unfortunate. I didn't fully notice that it didn't fit super well when it was walking down, but I definitely did like think it was not the most interesting outfit. But once I actually took a moment to actually look at it, I definitely could notice all of the fit issues. So yeah, it's really unfortunate. It's not great, but it could be worse.
But it could have been better with the Macarena included.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Especially like keeping your hand inside of that other face and doing the Macarena.
Oh, yeah. Not to be confused with La Macarena.
Yes. The Macarena.
Oh, the Macarena.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I see what you're saying, Eduardo. But what I do like about this is that she went for spectacle. She prioritized a reveal. She did things that didn't play it safe compared to a lot of people. But was the look itself successful? Not quite. But I do give her credit for telling a story and making it pretty clear. So I didn't think it was that bad.
Girl, why are you wearing Joella's mattress?
Not good.
But like it is.
Like yes,
Joella's
it has
mattress, but make it Mexicana? Like, no.
At least it has a little more shape, just like a little.
Just a touch. It's bad.
But this is pre-reveal.
And then the reveal wasn't much better. I think she's really pretty. And that's about all I have to say about Candela here. She's a great lip syncer. Scores.
68.
74.
58. Patricia!
You see, when this came out, I was like, okay, Paty has a reveal. Where's the reveal? Where's the reveal?
Literally, I was like, reveal in French means take the shit off, bitch. What do you have underneath the reveal?
And she kept walking and walking, and I was like, girl, just reveal. We know it's happening. We know there's something under there. Just reveal already. Like, you're not being like coy about it. Like, ooh, there's a reveal on it. And then she never took it off. And I was left speechless, but like not in a good way.
There was no speech to be had because I was speechless.
Yes. You know, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Like, I agree with the judges. This was like really underwhelming when it came to the performance. It was so low energy. It was really underwhelming. And with Paty, that has so much experience doing drag, and has worked with so many other drag queens in La Más Draga and Sobre las Más, making so many beautiful works of art. This left me so disappointed, honestly. Like, yeah, it just has no shape. I like the pink in it. I like the blue in it. I think the hair is interesting, but I was left wanting so much more. And yeah, this was definitely not my favorite.
It would have been your favorite if she did the worm.
Yes, absolutely.
But here, I think I just understood what the story is. I think the story was a gender reveal. And she was teasing you. She's like, what's it going to be? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? You get your pinks, you get your blues, but we're not going to tell you what it is. And then in the end, she said, it's not my place to say. It's very progressive. I love it. No, but I do agree. Like, it feels like she's being swallowed up a bit by this garment. I like the ruffles. I like a lot to it. I just wish it was reined in a bit and maybe fit her body a little bit better. The wig I thought was super cool, though. I love this wig. This is a good wig.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually think in its ill-fittingness, it still kind of fits. And I liked the garment. I didn't dislike it. I think there were other garments that were worse. I don't think she should have been in the bottom 3. I do think her performance was severely lacking. I do agree with that completely. And I love the wig. I agree, David. I love this wig. I needed the performance to go anywhere other than it did. Literally anywhere. But yeah, it wasn't the absolute worst in the world. So, scores.
60.
Ooh, 77.
60.
Okay.
And last up, but definitely absolutely nowhere close to least, Nayla Downs.
You see, when this originally came out, I got a little worried because I was like, okay, the outfit is plain, it's simple. It is like very true to what we were in La Guelaguetza. All right, let's see where you take this. And then she started performing the look and started praying to the thing and putting on her head. And then she started spinning the pyrotechnics, and then the other things came out, the props. And I was like, absolutely, yes. This is exactly what I wanted. This is La Guelaguetza. This is the party that I wanted to see. absolutely incredible. 10 out of 10. No notes. This was absolutely my favorite performance out of anyone. And the performance really, really elevates the fact that this look is a little simple, but I don't really care because the performance was so good. And it was like, you can tell that Nayla is a lover of the arts. She's an actress. She loves to perform. And I cannot wait to see what she's going to bring to the table moving forward. Because if she's able to give this kind of life to a look that's, let's be honest, a little simple, what is she going to be able to do with looks that are absolutely amazing? How is she going to be able to perform this, and how is she going to be able to top this? I absolutely love this performance. I thought it was absolutely insane. Incredible work, Nayla. Congratulations. You are absolutely amazing.
But you know what it was missing? Nothing. Nothing. No, there's nothing she could have done to make this better. I actually really like it as a look too. Like there are elements of it that are a little simple, but I think especially coming out with this big piece on her head, like she was carrying it as a headpiece. I was like, okay, this is what I expect from Omas. And she was just radiating joy the whole time. Like it felt like an event. It felt like a moment. And just when I thought she had done something incredibly cool, she would find something new, like bringing it down and praying to it. And then the pyrotechnics and then all the other characters coming out. I was like, I feel like I'm at a halftime show for the Super Bowl. I was blown away by this. She is somebody that I really didn't have strong feelings about before this season. She blew me away more than anybody. So good.
Well, you should have, because she's sickening, and she's shown everybody that she's sickening, and that's my girl. Because I believed in her when no one else did. Because none of you did.
No, she was my next draft pick, but you took her from me at the very last moment.
I love her. I love this. I love her. I love every single bit about this performance. I love Nayla. I love this. This was the only performance that gave me La Guelaguetza. It gave me, like, I understood exactly what I needed to know about La Guelaguetza without having any concept of what it is or having been to one. And that's what I needed. That's my girl. I love this. I love Nayla. I loved this. It was so good. Scores.
96.
Factoring in performance, I'm going to give her a full cup.
Make that 2. A full
Hater.
A full cup from David on episode 1.
Yeah, that's wild.
I gave like 5 on episode 1 of season 6.
I know, but hey, we'll take it.
It is true that David does give the most amount of full cups in La Mas. Like that's where he gives it the biggest amount of.
Yep.
That
is disappointing for me.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably get more, you know, as the season goes along. We kind of already touched on the judging throughout everything here. Was there anything else from the judging that we wanted to touch on?
I was confused because the whole time I was like, why is Latal not saying anything? Like, why are we not getting anything?
I mean, I knew the moment that they were skipping over Letal, I was like, we're getting it. We are getting the iconic moment. I don't feel.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna get. I was like, we're gonna get something. Sure. Yeah.
I will say I was fully expecting Letal to be a lot meaner than she was, Because when she does pull the card of, I don't feel like I'm in the seventh seal. I don't feel like I am in an all-star season. I don't feel like I'm in a fifth season. I don't
I
feel
don't feel
like I'm
I'm
in a
in the cup
finale.
right
I
now.
don't feel like I'm in the semifinals. Like when she pulls out, she always like is incredibly mean to the judges. She pulls out Lolita Cortez. And I was fully expecting her to absolutely destroy all of my girls. But I was happy to see that she actually gave them some actually good and helpful critiques of like, you need to actually start performing your looks. It is not enough for you to just stand there and be pretty. That's not what we came here to do. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for full-on complete artists. And so you have to be able to give us that artistry that we're always going to be asking for. So
Belly
I
dance.
appreciated that. Yes, give us belly dancing. Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead, David.
I have a theory though, because we heard everybody talking when they were preparing. They're like, "Oh no, this is my least favorite thing I brought," and I kind of feel like they're trying to set the bar low. I think they knew they wanted Latal to give this moment, so I think they probably, knowing what everybody's packages are throughout the season, because they know, I'm sure, if it's anything like Drag Race, they have the looks already. So I think they wanted to start low, get that out of the way, and then have it all up from here. So I'm actually really optimistic. If this is the worst that it's going to get, then I think it's going to be a great season.
And plus, this is a runway where we're showing off a Mexican state. We're showing off a good chunk of Mexican culture. Like I think it's a really good.
Out of all the places, I'm still confused why you chose Ohio. Because you could have done Texas, Florida, New York, California. Like, there were some, Hawaii, Alaska. Like, I'm just so confused why you went with Ohio first. Like, even Michigan, I feel like, is like hello?
Anything. Anyway, so we got our results. After Latal's speech of, I don't feel like I'm at the cup. Latal, you could be on the cup. We would love to have you. But we find out our top 3 and bottom 3 of the week. Our top 3 are Deetox, Nayla, and Axelle. Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think I would have had 2 of them for sure.
Yeah, I
personally. I don't know about y'all. I think I definitely would have had Deetox, and I definitely would have had Nayla. I like Axelle in the top 3. I definitely, I'm not mad at Deetox in the top 3. I can't particularly place, and I don't know by scores actually who I would have had mathematically in the top 3. Probably Greta. I think based on scores. But I'm not mad at Axelle in the top.
Yeah. I agree. I will say I was a little confused when they called her name, because like they were like pretty aggressive about like, oh, you didn't perform the look at all. You have to perform the look. You cannot just be pretty. And so I was like, oh, the moment they called her name, I was like, oh, she's in the bottom. And I was feeling very sad because I didn't want Axelle to be in the bottom. But then they mentioned the bottom 3 and Axelle wasn't on there. So I was like, oh, she's in the top. You know what? Slay. I love this for me. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, Logan. I would have had Nayla and Deetox as my top 2, and then I would have added Greta on top of that. Because even though she had that little mistake with the fan, she still performed the look really well, and the look in and of itself is really, really beautiful.
100%. But we all agreed, obviously, no one else came close in scores. Right. Our winner of La Más Draga, Nayla!
Yay!
Period.
Yes.
I did not think going into the first episode that Nayla would win.
Oh, absolutely not.
You didn't believe in her? I believed in her the whole time.
No, it's not that. I didn't know whether the judges would believe in her. That's what it was. Because she is a lesser known queen. There are queens with bigger followings. There are queens who have been doing drag longer. I just wasn't sure. And I said it in the Instagram review and in the cast assessment. I just wasn't sure what the judges' perception of Nayla was going to be going into the season. I'm beyond pleasantly surprised to see Nayla win this first challenge. I'm fucking thrilled. Because she's been my heart pick from the fucking cast reveal. Like, she's my favorite. I'm gonna say that now. She's my favorite because her drag just resonates with me so fiercely. And I'm just so excited for her. But we do find out, as a fun addition to this season, that Karime has also decided to add in an additional bit to the season in the form of the Duchess's Grant.
Sure, Karime.
I think it's cute.
I do think that, like, it's nice that we're giving more money to more people, but
yes,
the whole thing of like la beca de la duquesa se la lleva, and like I was like, this is too much for just like my favorite was Deetox. So like,
yay!
It's
My
great.
two favorites winning in the same week. Period.
I like it too. I just don't like how awkward that whole situation was.
Yeah.
Like, even her trying to kiss Deetox and then her being like, come on, guys. And then Venenito like half running and then realizing, oh, maybe I shouldn't, and running away. And I'm like, what is going on here?
This is how you can tell that she like doesn't have the experience of hosting and like doing this sort of thing. And hopefully, as we move forward, she will get better.
It was one episode. If she does it in episode 2, then we can criticize her more for it. But hey.
And they even cut to the judges when she's like, "Come on, guys!" They cut to all the judges going, like, just looking confused. Then they cut to all the other contestants, like everybody was so confused. I'm like, you all could have edited this better.
I'm like, girl, you don't need all 3 of them to get on stage. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like. Also, girl, why are you getting on stage?
Right.
Yeah. Like, normally, it's just like the people I'm giving money to is all of you. Yay!
Literally, like.
She even said that. She's like, I hope everybody gets it at some point.
Right.
There's only 12 episodes, so.
And there's 14 of you, and someone is going to go home next week, and it's probably not Deetox. Actually, I can confirm to you it's not Deetox.
Yeah, it's not Deetox.
Everyone is going to get your money, but that's okay. Anyway, my 2 favorites getting wins in the same week. Yay!
Congratulations, Deetox.
And we do find out that our bottom 3 for the week are Candela, Patricia, and Tulsa. The fuck?
I would only have one of these people in the bottom 3.
I also would only have one of these people in the bottom 3.
I don't know. I might not have any of them.
Oh,
that's also fair. That's also very fair.
I wonder.
But my personal
Eduardo,
bottom
do
3,
we have the same person in the bottom 3?
I don't know. I actually don't think so, because I think you specifically said I wouldn't put this person in the bottom 3, but I would. So my bottom 3 is Patricia, Paty Piñata, Caos, and Moon.
Okay.
I would have had Chaos, Oslo, and Konny Kortez.
And I would have had Candela, Konny, and Moon.
Hmm.
So we're all kind of around the same, same sort of people.
Yes.
But we all agree Tulsa should not have been there.
Nope.
And at least that's something we can agree on. But don't worry, in classic La Más Draga fashion, no one goes home.
Yay!
And I'm happy to hear that. So no one goes home, and we get another week of everybody, and I'm thrilled. So
Wonderful.
That's that for that. But we have a very peculiarly interesting draft update for this first episode. David, would you like to give the people an insight into what we did for this clusterfuck of a premiere?
Yeah. So
for the points, at least.
Yeah. So usually I give like half a point for a mini challenge win or a chiquireto. But so since there were two different things going on, I did give half a point for Tulsa for being voted the favorite during auditions. But then I couldn't just give half a point to every lip sync winner. So what I did was I gave everybody a quarter of a point for each lip sync win. So there were 3.5. Wait, not 3.5. 1.75 points given out for lip sync wins.
Yes, which has made this, I think, the closest premiere episode draft we have ever had.
Oh, God.
I will tell you all right now, the 5 of us are separated by 1.5 points.
Gag. Gag.
So none of these standings matter right now, but I think it's really fun.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter all that much. Everything will change as the weeks go on. But River is currently in 5th with 12 points, but literally right above her with 12.25 points. In 4th is Lana. David is in 3rd with 13.25 points. And right above him, joint firsts, are me and Eduardo with 13.5 points. We are literally in 1st by 1/4 of a point.
That's gonna, damn well, that's gonna end up deciding who wins.
It would be hilarious.
Someone is gonna win by 1/4 of a point in this draft.
Fully.
100%. If it comes down to that half point from Tulsa, I'm gonna be real pissed. If River or Lana wins by a half point, I'm gonna be real pissed. Like,
that would be so funny.
Oh boy. Well, that is where we're gonna leave off for today. But thank you for joining us for this lovely, extra long, longer than the actual episode premiere recap for La Más Draga. It is SÉPTIMO Sello. We will be back next week with episode 2, but in the meantime, make sure to check out all of the drag coverage we've got going on here on the channel. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we put out our La Más Draga recaps, which will be Fridays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Unless some crazy shit happens in our lives and we have to move things around. But for right now, it'll be Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because we're trying to be consistent. We're trying. Otherwise, make sure to check out all the other things we're doing here at the Cup Network. Check out all the links in the description below. Follow us on our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can also go follow the 3 of us. Our links are in the description below. Go get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with that being said, Feminosas y maricones alike, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So, bye, bitches. Cheers.
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 Go fight someone.
Go fight Axelle.
Maybe go fight Eduardo.
Wait.
I don't know.